Hi friends, good morning. Next video from Dhruva Entertainment and Video Classes. Friends, this is video number 3 of Structure of Human Heart. Friends, see friends, describe the structure of the heart of man with the help of diagram, neat level diagram. Friends, this is a long answer friends. So this question consists total 6 videos friends. Already we uploaded 2 videos. That's video number 1. It has what friends? It has introduction of the heart, pericardium and heart walls. In the video number 2 we discussed about the external structure of the heart friends. This is friends video number 3. In this we are going to discuss about what friends? Atria of the heart. Okay friends, this is video number 3 of the heart friends. Okay, see friends, now come to atria friends. See friends, internal structure of the heart. In this video we are going to discuss about only atria friends. Friends, you know what are atria? Friends, మనం హ్యూమన్ హార్ట్లో టోటల్ 6 వీడియోస్ ఉంటాయి ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఇందులో మొదటి 2 వీడియోలలో, దిస్ ఇస్ థర్డ్ వీడియో ఫ్రెండ్స్, మొదటి 2 వీడియోలలో ఫస్ట్ వీడియోలో మనం ఇంట్రడక్షన్ మరియు పెరికార్డియం మరియు కార్డియాక్ వాల్స్ గురించి డిస్కస్ చేసాం. వీడియో నెంబర్ 2లో ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఆఫ్ ది హార్ట్ డిస్కస్ చేసాం ఫ్రెండ్స్. దిస్ ఇస్ వీడియో నెంబర్ 3. ఇందులో మనం ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఏట్రియా గురించి డిస్కస్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఓకే, what are atria friends? See friends, atria. Atrium means in Latin entry hall. Friends, what is atrium? Atrium means what friends? What its meaning friends? Atrium means entry hall. See friends, you know friends, atria are the upper chambers of the heart. See friends, what are atria? Atria are the upper chambers of the heart. These are thin walled receiving chambers. ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఏట్రియా అంటే ఏంటి ఫ్రెండ్స్? హృదయంలోని పై ఉన్న వైపు ఉన్న గదులు, వీటిని ఏమన్నా ఏట్రియా లేదా కర్ణికలు అంటాం ఫ్రెండ్స్. దీస్ ఆర్ ద రిసీవింగ్ చాంబర్స్. దే రిసీవ్ బ్లడ్ ఫ్రమ్ వేరియస్ బాడీ పార్ట్స్ అండ్ దే ఆర్ మేడ్ అప్ ఆఫ్ థిన్ వాల్స్. సీ ఫ్రెండ్స్, దీస్ ఆర్ థిన్ వాల్డ్ రిసీవింగ్ చాంబర్స్. వీటి గోడలు మనకి మిగతా జఠరికల గోడలతో పోలిస్తే సన్నగా ఉంటాయి ఫ్రెండ్స్. దీస్ ఆర్ థిన్ వాల్డ్ రిసీవింగ్ చాంబర్స్. సీ ఫ్రెండ్స్, now we have how many atria friends? Right atrium and left atrium. Right atrium is larger than the left friends. Friends, right atrium is larger than the left. At the same time, left atrium is thicker than the right atrium. Friends, if you see the size, right atrium is larger than the left atrium. If you see the thickness, left atrium is thicker than the right atrium. Friends, సైజ్ పరంగా చూసినట్టయితే రైట్ ఏట్రియం లెఫ్ట్ ఏట్రియం కంటే పెద్దగా ఉంటుంది ఫ్రెండ్స్. థిక్నెస్ పరంగా చూసినట్టయితే లెఫ్ట్ ఏట్రియం థిక్కర్ దెన్ ది రైట్ ఏట్రియం. వన్స్ అగైన్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, ద రైట్ ఏట్రియం ఇస్ లార్జర్ దెన్ ది లెఫ్ట్ ఏట్రియం. నెక్స్ట్, లెఫ్ట్ ఏట్రియం ఇస్ థిక్కర్ దెన్ ది రైట్ ఏట్రియం. ఓకే ఫ్రెండ్స్, దట్ ఇస్ అబౌట్ ద ఇంట్రడక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ఏట్రియా. నౌ సీ ఫ్రెండ్స్, దీస్ 2 ఏట్రియా ఆర్ సెపరేటెడ్ బై థిన్ మస్కులర్ వాల్ called interatrial septum. Friends, what are those 2 atria friends? Right atrium and left atrium are separated by thin muscular wall called what friends? Interatrial septum. Friends, interatrial septum. Here you see friends, this is interatrial septum. This right atrium, this left atrium. These 2 atria are separated one another by what friends? This is interatrial septum. It is present in between 2 atria. ఫ్రెండ్స్, రైట్ ఏట్రియంని లెఫ్ట్ ఏట్రియంని వేరు చేస్తూ 2 ఏట్రియంల మధ్య ఉన్న సెప్టమ్ని ఏమంటున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్? మనం ఇంటర్ ఏట్రియల్ సెప్టమ్ అంటున్నాం. ఇంటర్ ఏట్రియల్ సెప్టమ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్. దిస్ 2 ఏట్రియా మీన్స్ రైట్ ఏట్రియం అండ్ లెఫ్ట్ ఏట్రియం ఆర్ సెపరేటెడ్ వన్ అనదర్ బై హూమ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్? బై హూమ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్? బై interatrial septum. Interatrial. Inter means in between. Between atria. Next, in the fetal heart, In the fetal heart means when we are in our mother's womb, our fetal heart has what friends? That atrial septum has a small pore, friends. The fetal heart, in the fetal heart, the atrial septum has a small pore called foramen ovale, friends. Foramen ovale. Once again, friends. In the fetal heart, the atrial septum has a small pore called foramen ovale. Friends, in the atrial septum of the fetus has a small pore called as what, friends? Foramen ovale. Friends, మనం మన అమ్మ కడుపులో ఉన్నప్పుడు, గర్భాశయంలో ఉన్నప్పుడు, పిండ దశలో ఉన్నప్పుడు, అప్పుడు ఏట్రియల్ సెప్టమ్ ఒక పోర్ను కలిగి ఉంటుంది ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఆ పోర్ను ఏమంటున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్ మనం? హోల్ను కలిగి ఉంటుంది. ఆ హోల్ని ఏమంటున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్ మనం? ఫొరామెన్ ఓవేల్. ఫొరామెన్ ఓవేల్. ఓకే ఫ్రెండ్స్? నా దిస్ ఫొరామెన్ ఓవేల్ closes at birth when lungs become functional. At the time of birth, when the lungs become functional, this foramen ovale generally closes, friends. Friends, మన అమ్మ గర్భాశయం నుండి బయటకు వచ్చే సమయంలో మన లంగ్స్ అంటే ఎంబ్రియో యొక్క ఫీటస్ యొక్క లంగ్స్ వర్క్ చేయడం స్టార్ట్ అయినప్పుడు ఈ ఫొరామెన్ ఓవెల్ క్లోజ్ అవుతుంది ఫ్రెండ్స్. సీ ఫ్రెండ్స్, నార్మల్లీ the foramen ovale closes at birth when lungs become functional. See friends, then at that time what happens friends? It is represented by, it means what friends? This foramen ovale, this closed foramen ovale is represented by a depression or a notch. The closed foramen ovale represented by a depression in the interatrial septum. Between whom friends? Between right atrium and left atrium. That depression is called as what friends? Fossa ovalis. Fossa ovalis. Friends, what is foramen ovalis? It is a pore present in the interatrial septum in the embryonic stage. Okay friends, next, this foramen ovale closes at birth and it represented as a depression. That depression is called as fossa ovalis. ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఫొరామెన్ ఓవాలిస్ క్లోజ్ కావడం ఫలితంగా మన ఇంటరేట్రియల్ సెప్టంలో ఒక మచ్చ, ఒక డిప్రెషన్ ఉంటుంది ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఆ డిప్రెషన్ ఏమంటాం ఫ్రెండ్స్? ఫాసా ఓవాలిస్ అంటాం. ఫొరామెన్ ఓవాలిస్ అనేది ఓపెనింగ్, ఫాసా ఓవాలిస్ అనేది ఏంటి ఫ్రెండ్స్? ఫొరామెన్ ఓవాలిస్ క్లోజ్డ్ కావడం వల్ల ఏర్పడిన ఒక డిప్రెషన్. ఓకే ఫ్రెండ్స్, దట్ ఈస్ ఫాసా ఓవాలిస్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు రిమెంబర్ ద డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ foramen ovalis and fossa ovalis. See friends, this foramen ovale, this is fossa ovalis. Means what friends? This fossa ovalis that marks the position of the foramen ovale in the fetus. అంటే ఈ fossa ovalis స్థానంలో ఎంబ్రియోలో మనకి ఏముండేది ఫ్రెండ్స్? foramen ovale ఉండేదని అర్థం. ఓకే ఫ్రెండ్స్? నౌ here you see friends, foramen hole. Fossa means remnant of a hole which is got closed, sealed. Please don't write this yellowish one friends. Foramen means hole friends. Foramen ovale. Fossa means what friends? It's the remnant of the hole which is got sealed. Okay? Now, this is very very important. Last point. If the foramen ovale does not close properly, in some babies, what happens friends? The foramen ovale won't close properly. This incompletely closed or not closed foramen ovale is called as what friends? Patent foramen ovale. See friends, if the foramen ovale does not close properly, it is called as what friends? Patent foramen ovale. Friends, here you have to remember three words. Foramen ovale is present in the embryos. Fossa ovalis is the depression which is present after delivery or after birth. Okay friends, in some babies that foramen ovale won't close properly, so those babies born with hole in the interatrial septum, that hole, that foramen is called as what friends? Patent foramen ovale. So here you have to remember three words friends: foramen ovale, fossa ovale, patent foramen ovale. ఫ్రెండ్స్, కొంతమంది పిల్లలలో ఏమవుతుంది ఫ్రెండ్స్? పుట్టుక సమయంలో ఈ ఫొరామెన్ ఓవెల్ పూర్తిగా కానీ ఇన్కంప్లీట్గా కానీ క్లోజ్ కాదు ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఆ క్లోజ్ కాకపోవడం వల్ల కొంతమంది పిల్లలు హృదయంలో రంధ్రంతో పుడతారు. హృదయంలో రంధ్రం అంటే ఎక్కడుంది ఫ్రెండ్స్? ఇంటర్ ఏట్రియల్ సెప్టంలో ఉంది. అదే ఫొరామెన్ ఓవెల్. దాన్ని మనం ఏమంటున్నాం? ఎంబ్రియోలో ఉన్నప్పుడు ఫొరామెన్ ఓవెల్ అన్నాం. పుట్టుకతో వచ్చినప్పుడు దాన్ని ఏమంటున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్? పేటెంట్ ఫొరామెన్ ఓవెల్ అంటున్నాం. పేటెంట్ ఫొరామెన్ ఓవెల్. ఓకే ఫ్రెండ్స్? నౌ సీ ఫ్రెండ్స్, patent means what? Means open. Now come to the right atrium friends. You know, right atrium is larger than the left atrium. You know one more thing friends, right side of the heart has impure blood, left side of the heart has pure blood. Now see friends, the right atrium receives deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body except lungs. See friends, right atrium receives deoxygenated blood from the various parts of the body, but except lungs friends. Lungs are the respiratory organs. They send oxygenated blood to the left atrium. But what about right atrium friends? Right atrium receives which blood? Deoxygenated blood or carboxylated blood or impure blood. Right atrium receives deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body through friends two caval veins. Two caval veins. Caval means main veins friends. What are those two caval veins? One is precaval vein, another one is postcaval vein friends. One is precaval vein, it is also called as superior vena cava. Another one is postcaval vein, it is also called as inferior vena cava. See, precaval vein collects blood from anterior to the heart friends, means from head, neck, shoulders and chest. This precaval vein, through opening of the precaval vein, it opens into the right atrium. At the same time, postcaval vein, it is also called as inferior vena cava. It collects blood from posterior part of the body, from hind limbs, abdomen and opens into the right atrium. Friends, మన దేహంలో రెండు ముఖ్యమైన వెయిన్స్ ఉంటాయి ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఒకటి ప్రీకావల్ వెయిన్, రెండు పోస్ట్ క్యావల్ వెయిన్. యు నో ఫ్రెండ్స్, వెయిన్స్ మీన్స్ దే కలెక్ట్ ద బ్లడ్ ఫ్రమ్ వేరియస్ బాడీ పార్ట్స్. ఈ టూ వెయిన్స్ ఎక్కడికి ఫ్రెండ్స్? ఓపెన్స్ ఇంటూ ద రైట్ ఏట్రియం. ప్రీకావల్ వెయిన్ అంటే ఏంటి ఫ్రెండ్స్? శరీరం యొక్క బాడీ యొక్క యాంటీరియర్ సైడ్ నుండి, ఫ్రమ్ హార్ట్ టు యాంటీరియర్ సైడ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, మీన్స్ ఫ్రమ్ హెడ్, నెక్ అండ్ షోల్డర్స్. ఇట్ కలెక్ట్స్ ఇంప్యూర్ బ్లడ్ అండ్ పంప్ ఇట్ ఇంటూ ద రైట్ ఏట్రియం. ఎట్ ద సేమ్ టైమ్ పోస్ట్ క్యావల్ వెయిన్, ఇదేంటి ఫ్రెండ్స్? పోస్టీరియర్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది బాడీ, మీన్స్ ఫ్రమ్ హిండ్ లిమ్స్, అబ్డామెన్, ఇట్ కలెక్ట్స్ ద బ్లడ్ అండ్ ఓపెన్స్ ఇంటూ ద రైట్ ఏట్రియం. So precaval vein, postcaval vein, these are the two main veins which are present in human body. Okay friends, we have two main veins friends. One is precaval vein and the one is postcaval vein. Precaval vein is also called as friends superior vena cava. Postcaval vein is also called as inferior vena cava. Okay friends, next. See friends, caval veins means large veins or main veins. What are caval veins friends? Large veins or main veins. They carry blood to heart from body parts. What is their role friends? They carry blood from heart to body parts. From body part to heart friends. Next, precaval vein is also called as superior vena cava. It collects deoxygenated blood from the head, neck, forelimbs and thorax and opens into the right atrium. See friends, this is precaval vein. Postcaval vein is also called inferior vena cava. It collects deoxygenated blood from the hind limbs and abdomen and opens into the right atrium. Friends, please no need to write this yellowish one in IPE. This is for MSET and NEET friends. Okay? Now friends, one more important structure you have to remember. See, right atrium is receiving blood from various body parts through two caval veins. One is precaval vein and the other one is postcaval vein. In addition to these two caval veins, right atrium also receives one more vein friends. What is that friends? Right atrium also receives deoxygenated blood from the myocardium. Friends, what is myocardium? Wall of the heart, the middle wall of the heart, this is myocardium. It is made of cardiac muscles. Through coronary sinus. Coronary sinus is one more vein friends. It collects impure blood from the heart valves, that particularly from the myocardium, this coronary sinus also opens into the right atrium. Means here you remember one important thing, friends. Right atrium has three openings. One is opening of the precaval vein. Second one is opening of the postcaval vein. Third one is opening of the coronary sinus. Friends, once again concentrate on the coronary sinus. What is coronary sinus? Coronary sinus is the vessel or it is a vein which collects impure blood from the cardiac muscles and opens into the right atrium. One more important thing, friends. Coronary sinus is fused to formed by the fusion of four cardiac veins or coronary veins. Friends, four coronary veins or cardiac veins fused to form coronary sinus. Okay, friends? It opens into right atrium. Now see, friends. Now come to the valves, friends. See, we have three openings in the right atrium. These openings are guarded by valves. You know, friends, what is the role of the valves in the circulatory system? They allow the flow of blood in one direction, friends. Okay? You remember it, friends. Right atrium has three openings, but it has only two valves. What are those two valves, friends? One is valve of Thebaceous and the one is Eustachian valve. Friends, Thebaceous valve and Eustachian valve. Once again, friends, Thebaceous valve or Thebacean valve and the one is Eustachian valve. Now come to valves, friends. See, friends, the opening of the coronary sinus into the right atrium is guarded by the valve of Thebaceous. See, friends, what is the first valve, friends? Thebaceous valve. Where is it present, friends? It is present at the opening of the coronary sinus in the right atrium. The opening of the coronary sinus is guarded by a valve. What is its name? Thebaceous valve. Friends, Thebaceous valve is present at the opening of the coronary sinus in the right atrium. See, friends, the opening of the coronary sinus into the right atrium is guarded by the valve of Thebaceous. Friends, we have a 2 marks question. What is Thebaceous valve? Please concentrate on this. Now, come to opening of the postcaval vein. The opening of the postcaval vein is guarded by the valve of the inferior vena cava or Eustachian valve. One more valve, friends. The opening of the postcaval vein in the right atrium is guarded by one more vein. What is that vein, friends? Eustachian valve. What is that, friends? Eustachian valve, or you may call it as valve of the inferior vena cava. Valve of the inferior vena cava. What is under name? Eustachian valve, friends. Eustachian valve. See, friends. Next. What is the role of the Eustachian valve? Very, very important. This is a neat question, friends. Eustachian valve direct the blood to the left atrium through the foramen ovale in the fetal stage. In the fetal stage, the blood from right atrium enters into the left atrium. That is pumped by or directed by whom, friends? By the Eustachian valve. See, friends, Eustachian valve direct the blood to the left atrium through the foramen ovale in the fetal stage, not in the adult stage, friends. Okay? Now, but in the adults, Eustachian valve becomes rudimentary and non-functional. See, friends, now we have Eustachian valve. In which condition? That is rudimentary and it is non-functional. In the adults, the Eustachian valve is rudimentary and non-functional. Okay, friends? Now come to the opening of the postcaval, friends. The opening of the precaval vein into the right atrium have no valves. The precaval vein opening has no valve, friends. The opening of the, don't say openings, friends. It is only opening, friends. The opening of the precaval veins, only vein, friends, not veins. The opening of the precaval vein into the right atrium has no valves. It has no valves. Means what, friends? Right atrium has 3 openings and it has 2 valves. How many valves? 2 valves. What are they? Thebaceous valve and Eustachian valve. Now see, friends, come to the left atrium, friends. Left atrium receives blood from each lung through 2 pulmonary veins. See, friends, we have 2 lungs. They help in respiration. They convert the deoxygenated blood into oxygenated blood. You know, all veins carry impure blood, but pulmonary veins carry pure blood. So from lungs, the veins which arise from the lungs are called as pulmonary veins. We have total 4 pulmonary veins, friends, 2 from each lung. These 4 pulmonary veins open into the left lung. So left lung receives pure blood, oxygenated blood from the lungs. Left atrium receives pure blood or oxygenated blood from the lungs. Through what, friends? Through pulmonary veins. How many pulmonary veins we have? 4 pulmonary veins. Each lung is giving rise to 2 pulmonary veins. These 4 pulmonary veins opens into the left atrium. They are carrying which blood, friends? Pure blood or oxygenated blood. Now, friends, these 4 pulmonary veins open into the left atrium. The openings of the pulmonary veins into the left atrium have no valves. See, friends, left atrium has no valves. Right atrium has 3 openings. Left atrium has 4 openings. Right atrium has 2 valves. Left atrium has no valves. You have to remember it, friends. Now see, friends, one more. Atria and ventricles. Now come to the next lower chambers, friends. Lower chambers are called as ventricles, friends. Atria and ventricles are separated by a membranous atrioventricular septum. Friends, atrioventricular septum. It is present in between atria and ventricles. Friends, atriaను వెంట్రికల్స్ను వేరు చేస్తూ ఉన్న అడ్డుగోడని విభాజకాన్ని ఏమంటాం ఫ్రెండ్స్? మనం ఏట్రియోవెంట్రికులర్ సెప్టమ్ అంటాం. ఫ్రెండ్స్, వాట్ ఈస్ కరోనరీ సల్కస్? ఇట్ ఇస్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్లీ separates the atria and ventricles. Internally, atria and ventricles are separated by atrioventricular septum. See, friends, atrioventricular septum has left and right atrioventricular apertures. Atrioventricular septum has 2 openings. One is left atrioventricular aperture, another one is right atrioventricular aperture. Simply you say AV apertures. A stands for atria, V for ventricular, friends. Left atrioventricular aperture, right atrioventricular aperture. Left atrioventricular aperture present between left atrium and left ventricle. Right atrioventricular aperture present between right atrium and right ventricle, friends. So, friends, see, the left atrioventricular aperture is guarded by bicuspid valve or mitral valve. Name the valve present between left atrium and left ventricle. That is what, friends? Bicuspid valve, or it is also called as mitral valve. Friends, why it is called as mitral valve? Mitre is a cap used by bishop, friends. The mitral valve, it is the shape of a cap of bishop, friends. Because of that, we are calling it as mitral valve. Bicuspid valve is also called as mitral valve. Very, very important, friends. Bicuspid valve is also called as mitral valve. It is present in between left atrium and left ventricle. At the same time, friends, the right atrium, and in between right atrium and right ventricle, there is a valve that's called a tricuspid valve. See, friends, the right atrioventricular aperture is guarded by tricuspid valve. The right atrioventricular aperture is guarded by tricuspid valve. Tricuspid valve. See, friends, tricuspid valve has 3 muscular cusps or flaps. Bicuspid valve has 2 muscular cusps or flaps. You see, friends, here, this is right atrium, this is left atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle. Between right atrium and left atrium, right atrium and right ventricle, there is a valve, friends. This is tricuspid valve. Between left atrium and left ventricle, there is a valve, friends. This is mitral valve or bicuspid valve. This is what, friends? Interatrial septum. This is atrioventricular septum. Okay, friends? Now see, friends, tricuspid valve. Tricuspid valve has 3 cusps, friends. Bicuspid valve has 2 cusps. Okay, friends? This is about what, friends? Structure of atria. Structure of atria, friends. Okay? Internal structure of heart. This is atria. This is video number 3, friends. Video number 3 of the human heart. Okay, friends? Thank you. Good day, friends.